Today we're going to try to be doing something very difficult. We're going to try to do Athens in one day. So not actually doing the whole of Athens, because obviously we can't do that in one day, that's impossible, but just going to be trying to do the main attractions. So I've actually gone to a site, I'm going to link it down below, and I went to this site and it kind of gave you a day itinerary or something. So they had different grades of it. They had like one that was a bit more difficult. They had one that was kind of like casual, and then one that was like if you'd like to see all the attractions. So that's the one I'm gonna try to do today. But there's also a forecast for rain today, so I'm gonna have to be very careful. Let me see. Yeah, right now it looks quite good outside actually. Right now, let's see. Yeah, I'll give you a better shot of outside. But yeah, right now it looks quite good. And the thing about it is that I'm actually in the southern part of Athens right now because I thought that, you know, this place that I'm in was close to the airport, so it made more sense to come here because I'm only here for a day. But in actuality, this place is far from the airport and far from the city center, so I should have just stayed in the city center. But anyways, you live and you learn. This place around here is not bad though. It's actually quite pretty, so I'm not mad at it. But, you know, it would have been a bit easier to do that. Anyways, I'm going to try to catch an Uber down there. Well, taxi, because they don't have Ubers here. But I'm going to catch a taxi down there, and then I'm going to bus it back in or something like that. But let's try to see if we can hit some attractions today. Here we got a little kitchen here. Got a little table, chair, AC. Needed to put that on right away. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. There's a light. So it's, you know, a little quaint place. I mean, the bed actually, it looks thin but long, so that's good. So my feet won't dangle. Got a little thing there. Got a little flat screen TV. Yeah, little curtains. This place must have been made for a hobbit, man. Okay, here we go. Alright. So this is the view from one of the balconies. Like I said, out in the countryside, it's pretty nice, man. Actually, right down there is the coast. I don't know if you can see that. So it's actually close to the coast as well, which I find really nice. And I've noticed that a lot of these places here have shutters on them, so I'm guessing they get a lot of storms and stuff like that. I mean, I'm used to that back home, but didn't realize that Greece got storms as well. So yeah, I'll give you another view from the next side. The interesting thing is there's only one AC unit here, but there's none in the room. But there's a nice little breeze that comes through that door, so maybe I'll just leave it open at night or something like that. What else we got going on? Toaster oven. It's nice. Got a fridge over there. What's this? Nothing. Wow, a lot of plates. Alright. Little bathroom in here too. Okay, bathroom, right? Little shower, okay. All right. Another area there. Got a little soap and stuff like that. Right, what else we got going on here? So it's like balcony number 2. Yeah, this is balcony number 2 with clothesline if you need it. Hang your clothes out. I always like the countryside, man. Give you a quick peek of the view out here. It's really nice, man. I like it a lot. I honestly, despite the whole there's a little dog jumping up and down there. Look at it. Can you see him popping his little head up? He's the next German Shepherd there, so he's jumping up and down. Oh, that's grand. Small dogs are always the feistiest, you know. Anyways, yeah, so the view out here is stunning. I'm not disappointed with coming out here. Feels really authentic too. Feels like, you know, you're actually living in Greece, which I like. Sorry about the dogs. But yeah, man. This is a little lounge area for people to come up in the mornings or, you know, whatever. whatever they like to do. Yeah, that's about it, man. Good. I am not mad that I got the chance to come out here, like I said, because it is just stunning out here, man. It makes you feel like you're actually, you know, in the real Athens, the real Greece, and I love little places like that. That's why I do B&Bs most of the time. So yeah, what I'm gonna try to do is actually walk down to the sea. That's what I'm gonna try to do, walk down to the sea, and then I'm gonna catch an Uber from down there, a taxi. So not what I'm typically used to as a beach, but it's pretty nice. There's some people out there and it looks like they can go up pretty far. I hope the wind's not too bad too, by the way, guys. Let me show you where they're standing up. Hope you see all the way out there. Right, so here we are, just waiting for some waffles, and then I'm going to get a taxi from this place, just get a little food in me first before we go down there. It's going to take about an hour to get down there, so no rush, I guess. Better to eat now than quickly. Right, so really quickly, this is what I'm eating. So yeah, let me dig into this and I'll call the Uber over. Right, so we made it out here to the center of Athens. We're now around where Acropolis is, so I'm gonna be traveling down there. So luckily that great cloud we saw a bit earlier looks like it kind of went away, so might not rain after all. But right now I'm around the Parthenon and I'm trying to get a good vantage point of it, but it's kind of difficult because they don't allow you to go in actually. So let's see what we can see. So the sun just decided to peek its head out, so that's a good deal. I'm happy about that. Hopefully it doesn't rain at all because I don't really want to deal with it today. But anyways, it's very busy around here. Excuse me. I'm not really fond of the busy tourist attraction type things. Obviously this is something you have to do when you come to Greece, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just getting it done. But I'm gonna move on to some other locations that are hopefully not as crowded, all right? seen the Theater of the Dionysus, we've seen the Pantheon, and now we're going to the North Slope. We also saw the South Slope as well. Oh, that's nice. You see, like, I know it's really bad, but like, all of these things would be really nice without people. You know what I mean? But that's how it is. That's the price we pay. So the North Slope isn't much, so we're not going to waste our time doing that. We'll go down to the Plaka now and see how that is. Yeah. So it is now 1 o'clock and we just finished getting through the Acropolis. We're heading over to the Plaka now. Like I said, it was 1 o'clock, so that means that we're kind of pressed for time because we have about 4 or 5 more stops to do. So let's see if we can get this in here. One thing I wanted to touch on before we get to our next destination is the fact of people defiling historical monuments. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. Like, you know that this thing has been here for thousands of years, you know, hundreds, whatever you want to say, but it's been here a long time, you know what I mean? And it's preserved. It's something that's part of your culture, and you know, you just think, huh, well, let me just spray over it. I mean, I'm not saying that graffiti doesn't look good sometimes, because I like how it looks as well, like street art, you know, but I don't know, man. When I went to Rome and stuff, I was just really like perturbed by that, you know?
No, we didn't.
So I stopped in a little cafe in Plaka so that I can have a little meal. Nothing special really. Like a little club sandwich with some chips. I shouldn't be having the chips. I'm having the milkshake as well. But they gave it to me free, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat these chips. Alright, so here we are at Hadrians Arch. We're just gonna spend like a few seconds here taking some photos before we forward into the Temple of the Olympian Zeus. Anyways, take a look at it. Yeah, I like the way you can see the Acropolis from right there. You see it right under the arch. Yeah, so these arches were very significant back in those times. You'll see them throughout like a lot of cities, even in Rome and stuff like that. I'm not quite sure what the arch is meant again, but let me look that up for you and remind you. that was the temple of the Olympian Zeus. Apparently, it was it was the biggest temple that was in Athens at that time. This is just the ruins of it, but yeah, it's exciting, man. I love history, you know, and I particularly love that era. Like, I was all into like Spartacus and Troy and that sort of thing, like when they were out, you know what I mean, Gladiator. So yeah, that's like definitely my forte. So I love to see this kind of stuff. Anyways, I think the next destination is, check real quickly, the Acropolis Museum, and then we're gonna end it there, and after that we can do what we want. So we're actually right on time because it's about 3:15 right now, and that means that we've kind of followed it to the T. But the thing about it is that I didn't get a chance to spend as much time as I would have liked at each destination. So when you go, make sure you spend at least an hour or two, you know, really get the feel for the place. And yeah, all right, so onwards to the last destination. Yep, at the Acropolis Museum now. Looks like it was built on top of old ruins, which is really cool. We're gonna go inside. Right, so now in the Acropolis Museum, it's kind of nice to be in here because it's the last leg and it's in AC. So, you know, you've been walking all day, so it's nice to kind of come in some AC. So just in a little cafe inside the museum now, and I'm having some Greek yogurt. Of course, come on. Can't come to Greece without trying the Greek yogurt. And this is some green mountain tea or something like that with mint. I love mint teas, so this is right up my alley. So let's try it out. Yeah, so this might seem insignificant, but I really like the fact that their tea sizes are really big. A lot of places in Europe sell tea sizes that are way too small in my opinion, but yeah, this one's decent. Well, looks like the rain finally came down. We avoided it for a while, but it doesn't look like it'll stay much longer. The cloud, I don't see it lingering, so hopefully it'll just pass over. So these are all salvaged from like Acropolis and different places, so they're all authentic. What really blows my mind is the amount of detail that they were able to achieve back then. Like, you know, even in, like, I went to the David in Rome, or the David in Florence, and I mean the veins and everything were just intact, like so detailed, like down to everything. Right, so just finished up with the museum. Difficult to make it interesting when you're not there. Museum is kind of more of a personal thing. You know, you go there, you know, you read, that kind of stuff. For me, I'm not a big museum person, but you know, I like them to a certain extent. That one was cool. Had a lot of nice, you know, still wet out here. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna take the red line down to Sidema Square, so we can do some shopping. Yeah, so it's roughly around 4:15, so have decent time. So I'm gonna go do some shopping and then head back to the hotel. See ya. Here in Sidema now. Just took the red line down from Acropolis Museum down to Sidema. So right off the bat, this looks like a much less touristy area. Oh, a little pup there sleeping. You see, like he's just resting. Look at him. Oh, good boy, good boy. So yeah, looks like a much less touristy area. I like it. Right now, feels kind of cool because it just rained or whatever, so that's actually working in our favor here. But yeah, almost by Simdema Square. Yeah, some really posh places around here, but I'm just looking to get some essentials and to head out, to be honest. So, yep. Yeah, so I'm in the taxi back now. It's about 6 o'clock, so it took me about an hour to get from the city center to over by the airport. So just in case you guys are looking to, you know, get there and you want to kind of time it, all you have to do is take the direct line down. So yeah, it's not too bad. Back in the hotel now, so that was Athens in one day. So I mean, obviously we covered a lot of ground today, and that's just one thing that you guys can kind of think of doing when you come here or whatever. But like, you know, obviously you can modify it, you know what I mean? Some people might want to stay around the temple more, some people might want to I don't know, go shopping more. So you know, you can kind of cater it to how you want to do it, but that's just kind of like, you know, what I did today because I only had one day. Of course, it's kind of crammed and you can't obviously do everything in one day, and there was a couple things that I would like to done, but that, I had to work with what I had, so you know, that's what I did. Anyways, if you have any questions, comment below and let me know, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, just, you know, let me know if you're liking the content and if you'd like to see anything extra.